Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. We've got some Le-Vel to react to today. And if you're not familiar with Le-Vel, they are known for their Thrive products, specifically the patches or stickers that you see people wearing all of the time. And they can be anywhere from green to pink to black to white. They are very colorful, and in my opinion, they do this so people ask what is on their skin and they can sell more shit and recruit more people into their MLM, multi-level marketing company, also known as a pyramid scheme in my opinion and allegedly. This individual is a leader within the MLM, Le-Vel, and I have reacted to her in the past, but this training is called The Secret Sauce. I can't wait to hear what the secret sauce is. Can you?
Mob sauce. That's the secret.
We're gonna get right the f into it, but first, we need this disclaimer.
Okay, awesome. I'm super nervous. I don't know why. Probably because I did karaoke the other night and totally embarrassed myself. So I have like PTSD from it now. But one thing that I get asked over and over and over, and I was asked it this weekend, this girl was like, so if I was on your team, would you like tell me your secrets? And I'm like, I don't have any secrets. And so I do think that there are characteristics that make up a good leader. But most of them are choices, but I don't believe that there's really any secrets in this industry. I believe that if I tell you what I do, it's not going to take away from my success. And I believe in duplicating that, over and over and over, into your team and into our team. So I want to share, I guess, really my secret sauce with you. The things that are most important to me. If I was going to tell you, like, what are the things that I hold most near and dear to my heart and characteristics and habits I have developed over the last 7 years? That's what I want to share with you tonight. I am going to be super real, raw, not here to hurt anyone's feelings, but I'm not here to spare your feelings either.
Is that her? Y'all, I'm so confused. Since I opened this video, I'm trying to figure out if that's her. Like, is that a picture of her in that dress? Man, that's some Photoshop. I think it's supposed to be her. I just don't know if I believe it.
Really want you to take note, do a self audit, and really ask yourself where you align with these things. You don't have to be just like me, but I do think I'm a good leader. I don't think I was a good leader years ago. I think I've developed into a good leader. I'm not that person that's cocky and thinks like, well, I've always been a good leader. I've always been a leader, but I haven't always been a good one. And I continue to learn and refine things. But I will say that these things that I really sat and thought of today are characteristics that I do believe if anyone adopted, you would see more success in your business. I feel like you would see yourself up level in a lot of areas. So these are the things that we are going to talk about. I'm going to deep dive into my success with you.
Someone should have spell checked.
On conviction, focus, show not tell, heart posture, emotional intelligence, attention versus impact, duplication, and consistency. This is going to be a mouthful and a lot, but these are the things that I felt like were very, very important, and really led me to be as successful as I am.
See, that looks a little bit more like her, but even still, I'm concerned. I don't know.
I want you to remember whenever you're hearing me talk tonight, I didn't wake up here. I didn't wake up like this.
Obviously.
I didn't wake up with all of these habits, with all of these beliefs, with all of these values, with the money that's in my bank account and in this house. All of these things have happened over time, and I hope that you can see that tonight in some of the things I'm going to present to you of how it's compounded over time. And if you think that you're going to get her overnight, if you think you're going to reach any of your goals overnight, you're dead ass wrong.
She's so professional.
Was that
Sarcasm.
I thoroughly enjoy reacting to her videos. She's actually in one of the ones that I reacted to. I'll link it below. She said that being in Le-Vel is like getting cartel money.
I know compliance doesn't like us saying this because like some people be getting in trouble when we say this.
Oh boy. Here it comes.
But like this is where we make cartel money, okay? This is gangster money.
Ma'am, sit down. Take several seats, please.
Going to take time to develop into that person that you're really proud of and lead that team that you're really proud of and to grow your bank account that you're really proud of, it takes time, okay? And it takes all of these things. So let's just dive right in. Conviction. This is one of my quotes, and I believe in it so much. The convicted can't be manipulated. Okay. I see so many people that look left, look right, they're tugged here, they're tugged there. And the number one thing that I believe has driven my success is my conviction, my belief in where I am, what I'm doing, what I'm representing, the comp plan I'm attached to, the CEO I'm attached to, the products that I'm attached to. And when your conviction is that strong, nothing will throw you off track. Nothing will distract you. And I'm going to tell you, this is something that I've been asked over and over is, how do you build without a bonus? I need you to teach me how to build without a bonus. You don't need a bonus to close somebody, and you don't need an angle to get them in the computer. I'm going to say it, and I'm just going to say it very bluntly. Those things are great. Those things are manipulation tactics. Of course, in sales, we have to be a little bit manipulative whenever we are, I don't really like the word manipulative, but thought out whenever we are selling somebody something. But you don't need an angle to go at somebody when you're convicted in your products and in your comp plan. Okay.
You hear the words that you're saying?
She just admitted that they manipulate people to join the MLM. They use manipulation tactics to get them to join a pyramid scheme, in my opinion.
You just need conviction. Like, that's it. You don't need a bonus. I had someone ask me the other day, well, what do you do? What do you do now that bonuses are over? And I'm like, you didn't even hit your VIP 1600 reset. What do you mean? What do I do? The company is constantly throwing new goals for us to hit. We get to decide, what we fix our eyes on every single day and how much we believe in what we fix our eyes on every single day. And that's going to determine our success. Not a bonus. Bonuses come and go. Not a angle to get at that prospect. Literally, you're serving people and you're convicted in where you are. You're convicted in what you have. And I want you to imagine this with me, okay? I want you to imagine that you're at the mall and you have a child that's allergic to peanuts, okay? And they come into contact with a peanut and they're starting to have an allergic reaction. If you have ever dealt with anaphylaxis, you know how scary and serious that is, or if you're a nurse or maybe a teacher. And I want you to envision grabbing your kid by the hand because your EpiPen is in the car and you've got to get to the car. And the person stops you in the mall and says, do you want to try some lotion? You're not even going to hear them. The other person says, can I straighten your hair, from the little booth inside the mall? You're not even going to hear them. You've got a one-tracked mind, a one-tracked mission. You've got to get to your car and get your EpiPen, because that's the difference in between what your life's going to look like tomorrow and what it's not.
How does this relate?
And that's how I view my business. I am that convicted that I envision myself like it's life or death. I am going after what I'm going for, and I don't hear the noise. I don't look left and right. I know where I'm going, and what pulls me there isn't, oh, my capsules are the best, or we have the best comp plan. You can manipulate numbers and percentages and blah, 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 blah. I can all day long. I will never get into a pissing match with someone. I know where I'm going. I'm aligned with where I am, and I'm going to go after it like it's life or death every single day. I want you to envision that, like that your child, and you have them by the hand in the mall, and you've got to get to your car. You've got to get there. And people are talking and trying to sell you this or that, and you don't even hear those words because you have a mission that you've got to go and you've got to complete. Are you that convicted in your business? A lot of you probably aren't.
In what business? Because it's not Le-Vel. Le-Vel isn't their business. They're not the CEO of Le-Vel. They're a contracted salesperson with Le-Vel. You don't own Le-Vel. You don't own Thrive. You don't own any MLM unless you are the actual CEO of the company. You don't own the company. You didn't start it. You joined, you paid a join fee and signed a contract to be a salesperson and a recruiter with Le-Vel.
I wasn't always. Oh, so-and-so left my team. Oh, so-and-so's going to do this. Oh, network marketing this. Oh, someone made a mean video about me. Oh, and I would hear the noise.
Hi, I'm back. And so are you on my channel.
But when I learned to put my head down and let my conviction pull me to that next level, nothing else mattered, you guys. I want you to imagine the conviction it takes to do corporate jobs, to be a flight attendant, to be a EMS worker, to be a nurse. Like, you have to know what you're doing. You have to know what your goal is, or you will let any and everything throw you off track. I want you to imagine being a teacher, okay? And you wake up and you're having a bad day because your electricity's out and you have no more sick days. And the last thing you want to do is go to work with wet hair, right?
The horror. Shut the up. Respectfully. I just, what the
And you can't afford to be docked, or you won't be able to pay your mortgage that month and you'll lose your house. Are you that convicted?
That escalated so quickly.
In the actions you're taking every single day that no excuse, no obstacle will get in the way of where you're going? If you're not, nothing else I'm about to say matters. That is the number one characteristic that you have to have. A leader knows where they're going. No one wants to follow somebody that isn't quite sure why they're where they are, or why they're doing what they're doing, or where they're going. This picture right here is my family. I know exactly why I'm doing this every single day, because I never want to have to say we only have X amount of money for groceries on our food stamp card this month, girls. Let's choose our food wisely. I don't ever want to. I run from that life every single day.
The privilege is just pouring out from her. Some people don't have a fucking choice, ma'am. You could work as hard as you possibly fucking can, and sometimes you still have to utilize the resources that are there for you to utilize when you need to buy food for your fucking family. Again, sit the fuck down. Respectfully, of course.
Next, focus. Whatever you focus on grows. Give yourself permission to leave someone on red. If it's not a solution-focused conversation, if it's a vibe killer, it's not going to grow you. You get to decide what you give life to. Okay? I distance myself from negative people. I give my, or let's just say it's a customer and they have a problem for every solution. It's okay to know that that maybe isn't for your journey. You don't have to solve everyone's problems for them. You get to help them. That goes for team members. That goes for friends. That goes for anybody in your life. Give yourself permission to have hard conversations. Hey, what have you been eating? Well, I've been eating da 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 da. Well, girl, that might be why Thrive, you're not seeing it work. It works best in healthy environments. Or someone comes and they're complaining to you about their business, and you're like, look, you're not showing up. I'm not going to manage you, but I'm not going to sit here and have that same conversation with you for the third month in a row. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. I don't look at what other people are doing. I don't give a shit. I used to. I don't care. Someone over at Monet can be the next millionaire at Monet. That's fine. I'm going to make my next million here. I focus on my task at hand. What is my task at hand? I always know what my task at hand is. Right now, it is to finish earning my trip and to finish off my auto elite. I always know what I'm working on. I'm never like just wake up and willy-nilly work my business. I always know what I'm ticking off and what's important in my back office. 90% of my time is spent on my future thrivers. Okay? 10% of my time is spent on mentoring people. And it's never spent on managing them. If you're my personally enrolled right now and you're on this Zoom, I will never know. I don't manage my team. I don't need to know if you're on here or if you caught the replay, because truthfully, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go and sign somebody else regardless if my next millionaire's on here or not.
She's like,
The team I have now, I need more recruits and more recruits and more recruits.
so she's gonna probably love bomb you until you join the team, and then you'll never hear from her again, which maybe is a good thing. Maybe that's what you needed.
It doesn't matter. My mission never changes, even if it's good, a good day or a bad day. It doesn't matter. My mission and my vision are always the same. What are you focused on? I will tell you right now, who is in your back office will never get you to your next goal, whether it's rank, whether it is your bonus, whether it is your next trip. They will not get you to your next goal. So if you were going, okay, Susie, I know you really wanted this. You've told me this 3 months in a row. Okay, Sarah, Zoom's on, didn't see you on tonight. Okay, you're losing your 4K rank. I don't ever have those conversations. That is so low vibing to me. I only answer questions that I'm asked. I only spend 10% of my time mentoring the people that blow up my phone. I never spend time managing people, ever, 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 because I know my next goal. Perfect example, it's the 25th. All auto ships have run. I'm 4 customers short of my auto elite. Guess what? Chances are all 4 of those customers may not already be in my back office. I'm gonna have to go find them. No, they may be. I can follow up with old ones. But at the end of the day, even if I go find 4 in my back office, will those 4 in my back office move my trip tracker? No, they won't. You always have to be focused on that next new person, no matter if you are in a winning season or a losing season. Show, not tell. What you focus on grows.
I apologize.
Alrighty, let's get back to it.
That was a quote from the last slide that I forgot to delete. Sorry about that. No one likes to be managed. Show your team what to do. Do not tell them. Show them you are on Zooms. Show them you are sharing the product. Show them you are enrolling. Show them you are earning trips. I do not count down people's VIPs for them. I do not say, come on, you've got to earn your trip tracker. Come on. I don't do that. I show up and I show them you are the only person you have control over. Your actions are your responsibility, and your team's actions must come from within their desire, not yours. Someone told me this weekend, we were having a good conversation, and she said, well, you can teach vision. And I said, no, I can't. I can show you my vision. I can't teach you to have vision here. I can't teach you these things. I can show you how I do these things. You've got to adopt these values, these principles from within. Heart posture. This is a big one, you guys. I hear it all the time. I see it in chat all of the time. And I'm being honest, it makes me cringe. You have got to make the goal to give more than you get. Everyone starts this business for selfish reasons, but one must quickly adopt the we versus me mindset to truly see success.
Is she taking her own advice? Because she just said she doesn't help her team. Once they're signed, she's not even thinking about them. She's thinking about the next person she's going to sign. Ma'am, you are not giving more than you get. You are taking more than you give, for sure. Not saying that anybody should be joining an MLM, right? But when you rope people into an MLM, you can't just leave them high and dry and expect them to know what questions to ask. They don't know what questions to ask sometimes. So you have to help them. You are supposed to be their mentor, but you're not even helping them unless they're quote unquote blowing up your phone. Is she all right? You all right, ma'am?
I will never get placement, ever. I will never get help. I will never have a sponsor that says, hey, how far are you away from 600K? I've never had someone message me and say that. I don't have a sponsor. My sponsor left, their sponsor left, their sponsor left, their sponsor left. Nobody is checking on me for me to get something. I'm not ever going to get something. No one is ever going to message me and say, do you want to build a 12K together?
It seems like she has a lot of resentment of her upline because, like I said, she's not helping her team unless they're blowing up her phone. And it seems like that's what she got. So she's like,
I'm just not going to help my team either because I didn't get any help. So how's that fair?
are you a child? If you were an actual business owner, you would know that you have to help your team in order to be successful. But you're not an actual business owner. You're in an MLM, so you're getting away with this. But, keep on giving more than you get, I guess.
I see you working really hard. You want a promoter for a promoter? Hey, I have credits. Do you need any help? But guess what? I make sure I do those things because all I can control is what I give, not what I get. So if you've ever gotten placement or you ever do get placement in the future, you're very lucky. And I'm not saying that in a rude way to make you feel bad. I'm saying there are a lot of us in situations where we will never get placement. Guess what? I was still the first person to go 600K in this entire company. Why?
Is this a fucking pity party now?
Because I've postured my heart to see how I can serve others, not how others can serve me. When people say I need a new customer, ew. How about I want to help someone gain their health back? That's a servant heart. That is your heart postured in taking care of others. I need a promoter. I need business partners. I don't have anyone. I need my people to be motivated. Like, that makes me cringe. I don't know. I can't wake my team up. I can't. How about I want to go help somebody new gain financial wiggle room? Are you a giver or a getter? We all start as getters. We truthfully do. But if you can flip to a giver really fast, you will blow your mind at how you will duplicate. Your action should remain selfless in order to grow a community that is sticky. If your HUD is postured for what you can gain, you will never grow past your own needs because you'll never understand what it means to take care of your people.
It sounds like you don't understand what it means to take care of your people. You're just leaving them high and dry. You need to listen to your own training, ma'am. And if you're watching this and you're getting pissed off at me telling you that, there's a reason for that. You know it's true. Just saying.
Okay, emotional intelligence. This is a huge one, okay? If you are not emotionally intelligent, you won't be able to keep a team even if you get one. Trust me, I know. I was the left side of this for my first 2 years, okay? You're aggressive, demanding, egotistical, bossy, and confrontational. And
That's her right now, in my opinion, of course.
instead of, you can be assertive, you can be ambitious, you can be driven, you can be strong-willed, and you can be very decisive and be a good leader. But there's a thin line that runs right down the middle of this, okay? Are you easily distracted? I don't even know what glib means. Maybe one of y'all do. Selfish, a poor listener, impulsive? Or are you warm, enthusiastic, sociable, charming, and persuasive? Okay, there's a huge difference in that yellow personality. Are you resistant to change? Are you, well, that's not how it used to be. Well, no, I don't want to do it that way. Well, I think I'm shadow banned on TikTok or Instagram. Are you like so rigid in your thinking? Are you passive? Are you making petty posts? Are you unresponsive? Are you slow? Are you stubborn? Or are you patient, stable, predictable, consistent, and a good listener? Okay, are you critical, picky, fussy, hard to please, and a perfectionist? Or are you detailed, careful, meticulous, systematic, and neat? There's a very thin line. You can have a characteristic and it can flip to the negative, or you can take that same characteristic and use it for the good. I will tell you that all of these things right here, one side equals not trustworthy and the other side equals trustworthy. One side, people will not trust you when you behave that way. They won't trust you to lead them. They won't trust that you're stable. They won't trust that you have their best interest at heart. They won't trust that you are making good decisions. They will not trust you to lead them. The other side cultivates trust. And with trust, you are able to then start growing a team. And when your team trusts you, they will follow you. Okay. Next, attention versus impact. Is your goal on social media every day just to gain attention? It should be to grab your audience's attention and then see how you can serve them up value. That's where you create impact. So the average attention span is only 8.25 seconds. So it's okay to do funny reels. It's okay to do attention grabbing things. Absolutely. But then you've got to ask yourself, what value are you serving up so that you can then create an impact? Are you just doing funny, or like pick me, or look at me, thirst trap, thirst trap, thirst trap? Or are you doing thirst trap? And then I'm going to add some value in there. Okay. Don't get lost in likes, comments, things going viral. Those things are all great, but they are not a true measure of your bank account. Okay. You can have something go viral, and that doesn't mean that your income's going to increase if you're not serving up impact. But if you are serving up impact, whether it be like weight loss, whether it be, improved mental clarity, whether it be improved energy, once you can take your attention grabbing stuff and then turn it into, I'm going to make an impact, that's where you're going to be able to see it reflected truthfully in your income.
Cool. But how are they doing that? You're just reading facts and not giving them like steps to take to actually do these things. But that seems to be your MO, since you don't help your team unless they're blowing up your phone.
Wow, I'm like flying through this. Okay. Oh, crap. There we go. Okay, hold on. Hold on.
What the hell is happening?
Okay. So duplication, y'all, this is so important. Your VIPs are a very important process. I heard this the other day from a leader and I was like, whoa, this is so true. People say, well, how are you supposed to build without a bonus? Or what are you supposed to do? It's a duplication. Okay. So You will never make enough money with one sale to change your life. You will make life-changing money when you duplicate your skills. Stop counting your pennies. Oh, and spoiler alert, people will quit. If you look at this photo right here, I'm going to tell you right here, this 200K is gone, this 200K is gone, and another 200K from this photo is gone.
Big red flag.
You're just giving these people red flags. There's a reason they're gone. The retention is not good because this is an MLM company where you have to keep that rank by recruiting and recruiting and recruiting. And if you're not, you're going to fall off. And she just proved the point. I feel like she's not going to be with Le-Vel very much longer.
Okay, we still went 600K. People will quit. I want you to think if you duplicated 25% of what you do every month. Okay, so I'm going to give you some numbers.
This doesn't even, I fucking hate this word, duplication. You can't duplicate yourself in an MLM or anywhere unless you're like cloning. You cannot duplicate yourself. That's not a fucking thing. You can just sign more people on, but you're not duplicating yourself, especially when you're not training people to do what you do because they're not blowing up your phone. Ma'am, do you hear yourself?
Month 1, it would be 4 and 4. Month 2, if you duplicate 25%, so that means 1 out of 4 people every month. You'd have 12 and 12, 24 and 24, 48 and 48. Now look at that number on month 12.
No, that's not even possible. You're gonna run out of people. There are not enough people in the world to keep duplicating this bullshit. Oh my God. Are we gonna start recruiting babies? This is video number 4 that I'm filming today, and I'm just getting cranky now. I've reached my threshold of bullshit.
If you just focused on duplicating your VIPs, what in the hell do you think your paycheck would be? A lot. I mean, that right there, even if everyone just ordered the 3 steps, okay? So let's just say at worst, okay? You have 6144 times 2 times 160. Oh, that doesn't make sense. Hold on. 6144 times 2. That would be 12,288 people ordering. Am I doing this right? Times 160.
Yeah, you're doing the math right, but there's not enough fucking people to do this. Logistically, it just doesn't work.
I want you to look at that. Multiply it out. So if you had 6144 plus 6144 times that by 160. I can't see the comments right now. I'm going to go back through them. Yeah, that number is $1,966,080 in volume.
Seems a bit drastic.
If you just duplicated 25% of your efforts every single month. But you can't do that without conviction. You can't do that without emotional intelligence. You can't do that without knowing exactly why you're here and what you're going after every month. You can't do that when you're busy managing your team. You can't do that whenever you're busy looking at what you can get, because guess what? Then you don't ever duplicate because you don't mentor somebody else. You guys, this is so important.
She's not mentoring anybody else. What the f is happening? This is hilarious.
Duplication starts with you. It starts with your belief. It starts with your actions. It starts with how you show up for your business every single day. It starts with what you focus on, what you give life to, what you give energy to. You truthfully, in a year, could have a mind-blowing freaking business if you just focused on VIP 1600 every single month for yourself and duplicating that into one of your new people every single month, and they duplicated it into one of their new people. Let's just say you only had half of that. You'd still have almost $1 million team. You guys, that's life-changing. That's mind-blowing. But so many people are focused on looking left, looking right, getting distracted, and not having your heart postured in the right way. You're focused on getting likes. You're focused on just so many other things. Whenever if you just kept it simple and just focused on your VIPs, that very important process, you will see yourself grow a massive, massive business. Consistency. Are you traveling the speed limit? Okay. Getting there fast does not ensure that you will stay there and usually results in burnout or zero passion when you travel 120 miles per hour. If you go too slow, you will never gain enough traction to then duplicate. I want you to think back to that last slide. If all you ever want to do is mass enroll, mass enroll, mass enroll at 120 miles per hour, you will never be able to slow down enough to mentor someone adequately and teach that duplication. You have to fall in love with the process. You have to be okay with the journey. You have to be okay with the $10 paychecks in order to get the $50 paychecks, in order to get the $100 paychecks, and so on and so forth. If you only enroll one person a month and the percentage of duplication is low, because let's face it, it is, you will never ever see your efforts compound like I just showed you. Consistency is key, and endurance is absolutely critical. So that was way faster than I thought, probably because I am exhausted from traveling. I hope that you can see that you don't need to show up at 120 miles per hour every single day. But if you don't show up going the speed limit every single day, your business will never be what it could be. You're selling yourself short. And I will never forget hearing KK say this one time. I take it very personal and very serious that I hold some other woman's six-figure blessing in the palm of my hand.
You are enabling a delusion.
That's an income claim, first of all. And seriously, I think she needs to go back and listen to her own training. She started her whole training out saying that she doesn't mentor people. Once they're on her team, she doesn't keep track of them or check in on them or anything unless they blow up her phone. Blow up her phone. So they have to be like messaging all the time. And then she continues to say, you have to be a mentor in order to duplicate yourself so you could be successful. And then you have to recruit everyone in the world. What the are we doing? What are we doing? Are these people actually taking this information and getting anything from it? She just talked in circles the whole time.
And if I don't show up, I'm not only doing myself a disservice, but my business partners a disservice, and the people that are my future business partners a disservice. I take this so seriously. I had someone tell me the other day, I had a really rough month, and they told me why. And I'm like, bro, last month my grandfather died. My mom was in a psych hospital for 2 weeks. My dad got COVID, and I was sicker than shit and out of town half the month.
Oh my God, it's always a pity party with her. It's always poor me. Somebody's telling her what's going on in their life and she says,
I have it worse.
That's not helpful. That is not going to get you a duplicated you.
Like, okay, I still went and we fucking grinded out 600K. And it's not about comparing hard.
Isn't that what you did?
That's literally what she did.
It's about what are you doing with your circumstances and how bad do you want this? I will never sit and say, like, well, life was really, really hard this month.
She just did. Oh my God.
Now, there are times where I may have to go, like, get in the slow lane and go like 65 instead of 80 in the fast lane, but you won't catch me putting my business up on a shelf. I can't. My life depends on it. My future depends on it. And so do the people that look up to me. So if you've ever wanted to know my secret sauce, it's all those things I just told you. And it's doing them even when it's not fun, even when it's not easy, even when it's not convenient, and frankly, even when I don't want to do it. Because I would much rather be curled up on the couch, unplugged from reality in my feelings. But I get to choose for my life not to look like that. And I get to go for my goals every single day, just like I had you envision that person in the mall that needed to get to their car to get that EpiPen. That's exactly how I envisioned my life whenever I first started this industry. It was like my future life was like sitting in the corner of the world, and I just had to get to it. And I just had to get to it. And I didn't know how. I didn't know who. I didn't know who was going to be a 12K or a 40K or an 80K. I didn't know any of those things, but I knew nobody was if I didn't start walking and if I didn't start running. And so I just started going after it like my life depended on it, and I created a completely different one. And I dare each of you to do the same. I love you guys so much. Let's go in this month strong. Good night, y'all.
Wow, 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 wow. I don't think I have anything else to say. That was a lot. Anyway, it's time for our palette cleanser. TikTok hates ya bullshit.
Since starting my workout journey at just 2 years old, I've always struggled to find a pre-workout or energy drink that truly allows me to reach my full potential. Until now. In just one can, there's 1,000 milligrams of caffeine, 400 grams of sugar, and only 40 grams of fat. Not only has the RGD allowed me to break major world records in the gym, even better, you taste all 36 artificial flavors in every single sip. It's so good. Use my code really good Kylie drink for 40% off your first can. Cheers to being really good at everything.
I love her. She does some great parody TikToks. I've had her on TikTok Hates Your Bullshit before. I think the last time I had her on was when it was TikTok Hates Your MLM. So anyway, she is linked in the description. If you don't follow her already over on TikTok, you can go there and do that. And as always, thanks for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the next one.